Hello, and happy Tuesday, everyone. I am live and I'm super excited to be here with you this evening. Just diving in, jumping on. It's been a little while. I'm very happy to be here with you. It is Tuesday, November 26th, 2024. As you can tell by my screen, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Clone, the founder of Holistic Fitness and Why. I am also a holistic integrative teacher, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. And I do serve and help women in midlife. And there it is, all about me. I'm going to ask that you take a minute just to go ahead and share out this show, as I'm going to make sure I'm streaming where I need to be streaming. Streaming a little differently tonight. I'm only streaming on, I shouldn't say only, I'm streaming on YouTube, my business page, and also my Facebook page. I'm going to make sure I am where I need to be. So let's see that we are there, and then we'll dive into the topic of the night, which is all about Virgo and Pisces nodes. And what does that actually mean for every one of us? It's an interesting time that we're in at this point in time once we're in this energy. So before I do dive into this topic, let me just make sure at this point in time, once we're in, if you are here with me on YouTube, just go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Let me know that you are here. Share this out with your tribe, and let me know your thoughts. All right. Now I'm going to go and land on my Facebook page. Make sure I'm there. Always takes a few minutes to get everything in order, right? Isn't that interesting? All right. So here we have it. I'm going to invite some folks in, let everybody know that I am here, sharing this out. So give me just a moment just to get things in order. Okay. All right. So I'm going to say hello to everybody. Giving it just a minute or two. If you happen to be here with me live, just say hi. Let me know that you are here. So now that you have my undivided attention, as I've done all the checking in that I need to check in, I want to dive right into the topic of the day. Today's topic is all about Virgo and Pisces nodes, meaning for the last 18 months, we've had the North and South nodes sitting in Aries and Libra. And we've all had a beautiful experience with the nodes. Now, if you know anything about the nodes, the North Node and South Node energy, North Node energy is actually the energy of who you are here to become. It's very much associated with your soul's purpose. It's also very much associated with your career. And we'll talk about the South Node. The South Node is where you left off from your past life experience, assuming you believe you've been here before. So when we think about these two energies, and every 18 months or so, the nodes transit from one zodiac sign to another, and we've just had and still do have the North Node sitting in Aries energy. So there is a big emphasis on your I am statement. Who are you? What are you here? What are you here to do? And what legacy are you going to be leaving behind? Now, with the South Node sitting in Libra, it really is about what you left off with and how to bring things more into balance in this lifetime. So that's the current energy we have right now. With the North and South Node moving into Pisces and Virgo, it's going to be a little different. Now, most times when we have the North and South Node, the transition is pretty easy. However, we do have to keep in mind that with this particular transition, as the nodes do move into Pisces and Virgo, we do have another player that's going to be playing a big part with the North Node in Pisces. And that player is Saturn. Why is it such a big deal, and why is it such a big player? A couple of reasons why. I'm going to grab my notes so I can be really super clear with you so you can better understand. You may want to come back later and take notes. This time you may just want to listen. Pay attention and see what you pick up on as I chat. So we talk about Saturn's energy. Saturn entered Pisces way back on March 7th of 2023 and will theoretically stay in Pisces right through February 17th of 2026. However, we're going to have a very short period of time that as of May 24 of 2025, Saturn will enter Aries and stay there for a very short period of time and then do a pivot back into Pisces. And that will occur from August 31st of 2025 through February 13th of 2026. So there's going to be that little pivot. So again, as of May 24th, Saturn will enter Aries for a really short time. And then we'll pivot back into Pisces rather, from August 31st through February 13th of 2026. And then from that point, move into Aries for the next 18 months. Now, if you know anything about Saturn energy, Saturn is your structure. It's your foundation. It's your karmic energy. It's your karmic reset, so to speak. It's in addition to how are you restructuring your energy. And when Saturn is in Pisces energy, it's quite an interesting journey, as we already know, because we've experienced this journey since March 7th of 2023. So this is not a new journey for us. It's just going to be quite interesting as the North Node moves into Pisces energy. And that's what's making this so interesting for us. So for any one of you who have your North Node in Pisces Virgo energy, this is going to be a really big time for you during this node transit. Now, of course, any one of you who have your Sun, Moon, and Ascending sign sitting in Pisces or Virgo, know that that energy is going to be lit up as well. So why do I bring this to your attention? When we think about Pisces, we think about Virgo, the sisters to this energy as we speak. Pisces is about your intuition. It's about your imagination. It's about your dreams. It's about your psychic abilities. It's about being in your higher consciousness. Pisces is actually associated with the 12th house energy, and Pisces is ruled by two planets, and those two planets are Jupiter and Neptune. Now, let's not forget that we do have Neptune sitting in Pisces as well. That particular energy isn't going to be as potent as the Saturn energy because of that flip back into Pisces once Saturn makes its move into Aries. And I do want to bring that note to you in reference if you're curious to know. When we talk about Neptune in Pisces, Neptune will enter Aries on March 30th, 2025, and will stay there. There's not going to be a backspin into Pisces until 2039. And that's why the Neptune energy isn't as chaotic for us as the Saturn energy in Pisces will be, or may be. Again, depending on your placements. Now, you might be sitting back asking yourself, is this going to affect everybody? Yes, because we all have Pisces and Virgo in our chart. Now, of course, if you don't have Pisces or Virgo in your major three, Sun, Moon, and Ascending, or in your North Node and South Node like I do, then you may not feel it as much as those who do, but you're going to feel it. So now I broke down the axis of what Pisces is about. When we talk about Virgo, Virgo is all about your physical body. It's about your health and fitness. It's about your nervous system. It's also about service. And Virgo represents the 6th house energy and is also ruled by Mercury. And just to make a note for you right now, Mercury is in retrograde, just went retrograde literally 24 hours ago. So again, think about what you might be feeling in your body right now. I know that there are many people that I have spoken to over the last 48 hours who have actually reached out to me based on physical symptoms are occurring, which I refer to them as ascension symptoms. And ascension just means there's an elevation taking place, and our physical body is where it all lands. And sometimes through that ascension, that elevation, sometimes symptoms will show up so we can either A, rest a little bit more and become more aware of what it is we are evolving into. It's also a really great way where your body just lets you know that something is sort of out of alignment that needs to be realigned. Now, when you think about that energy of something might be out of alignment that needs to be realigned, much of it is in reference to whatever's been going on in your life on an emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual level. You really need to check in and start asking yourself, am I aligned to what I came here to do? And you may not be able to answer that question directly. You may have to do a little reflecting. And what I mean by reflecting, you may have to go back and look at what's been going on in your life for the past, give and take, year, and even go as far back as maybe review the last 9 years of your life, which is the energy we're actually getting ready to move into when we talk about 2025. When you add those numbers up, it does add to a 9. And in numerology, the number 9 is all about letting go, transforming, completions, endings, and decluttering. So we will be reviewing the last 9 years of our lives as we move into 2025, and depending on what your personal energy year number is in 2025 will help you to define where this energy is going to be surfacing from. So for example, I happen to be right now in my 6th personal energy year. So 6 is associated with service, it's associated with health and fitness, and wellness is associated with my physical body. So very much aligned with that Virgo energy. As I move into 2025, I will move into my 7th energy year, which will be about reflecting, which will be about my spiritual journey that I am on, which will also be about meditation and quieting myself down and bringing things into balance. And there's a whole lot more going on with my chart as we move into 2025, especially with the help of the North and South nodes getting ready to transit into Pisces and Virgo, because that's exactly what's going to be taking place with my chart. So again, if you are not familiar with your chart, if you have not looked at your chart, if you've never had a reading, this is a perfect opportunity for you to reach out to me, because I want you to be in the know. I want you to really understand who you are from a soul level. I truly believe when we look at our astrology charts and our numerology patterns, it gives us a better understanding to what our astrological and numerology makeup is all about. And then it also helps us to navigate through whatever energies that are about to take place. Because every year, our energies change. I mean, specifically right now as we speak, we had a huge transitional shift that has recently taken place with the help of Pluto shifting out of Capricorn, where it's been for the last 16 years. And now it's sitting literally in Aquarius energy at a 0 degrees. So if you think about it, Pluto for the last give and take year or two has been sitting at that 29-degree mark, which is about a critical degree, which is about big endings happening. Capricorn is associated with politics, with government. It's about big businesses. It's about the work that we're here to do. And we're going to start to see that work changing a little bit. And I should actually be honest and say, we're going to start to see that work changing a lot. Because when we think about Pluto moving into Aquarius at 0 degrees, 0 degrees is a new beginning. Most of us, if not all of us, are going to experience some sort of new beginning happening. Now, as we do move into January of 2025, we will have many transitions happening with our planets. And the North and South nodes are one of those transitions that are happening. As of January 11th of 2025 through July 26th of 2026, the nodes will literally be in Pisces and Virgo. For that, what is that, 18-month period? That's a long time. It's similar to all the other node transitions as well, so it's no different. The only thing that's making this a little different from anything we've experienced from other nodes is that Saturn energy that is in Pisces is going to make its way into Aries, stay there for 3 months, and then backspin back into Pisces again. That is the big energy lifter here. And I want you to pay attention to it. I want you to really understand it. I'm going to take a little water. And I would really like for you to understand who you are on a soul level. Where is your North Node energy? If it's not in Pisces, where is it on your chart? Because not everyone has their North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo. And then there's a lot of us who do. So the big question is, where are your nodes on your chart? What house is the nodes in on your chart? So what I would like to do is I'm going to give you some insight based on the Pisces Virgo nodes and the house placements based on what this means. So if you happen to have Pisces Virgo nodes, I want you to pay attention here. I also want you to pay attention to if wherever Pisces or Virgo is on your chart, because when I'm reading about the houses, that's going to also implement those placements as well. So for example, when I'm reading about the ninth house, for me, I have my North Node there, I have my Sun energy there, and then I also have Venus there. So when I'm reading the ninth house for me, that's going to access and give me understanding to what this energy is going to mean. So again, when we think about Pisces, we think about our imagination, we think about our creativity, we think about our dream state, our higher consciousness, our psychic abilities, and also on the denser energy, we're also thinking about addictions. Now, when we think about Virgo, we're thinking about service, we're thinking about health, we're thinking about fitness, we're thinking about our physical body, our nervous system. So here we have it. When we talk about the first house, based on your Pisces Virgo energy, and if you have your sun, moon, or ascending sitting in your first house, I want you to pay attention to this. First house, what this is going to mean. It's about creating your intuition. It's also about recreating a very strong I am statement. Your very strong I am statement. It's about who are you and who are you really. So whatever is sitting in your first house energy, if you happen to have your Pisces or Virgo nodes in your first house, that is the energy right there for you. Creating a new I am statement, becoming more intuitive and connecting with your physical body based on that Virgo energy, and tapping into your higher consciousness based on the Pisces energy. So please take a look on your chart again where you have Pisces and Virgo and where you have your nodes. Those are the four placements I would like you to look at, because this is the energy I'm reading for. This is the energy I'm giving you so you can better understand how to navigate over the next 18 months. And I also want to put out there that there will be other planets that's playing a role in this navigation system. However, I'm just really focusing right now on the nodes of Pisces and Virgo. And of course, if you have your sun, moon, or ascending in Pisces or Virgo, paying attention to that as well. So now we already know the first house is your I am statement. It's getting super clear on what that is. And it's also about who you really are. So perhaps during this 18 months, the mask is going to come off and you're going to really stand clear of knowing who you are. You're definitely going to be more tuned to your physical body as time goes on. Your physical body is going to provide you with insight to letting you know when things are maybe off track and how to get things back to on track. So now we're going to move into the second house energy. Second house energy is a career shift. A career shift. So if at this point in time you've been working, let's say, a 9-to-5 job, or perhaps you're even an entrepreneur as we speak, something is about ready to shift. Something is about ready to shift. You may start to notice that whatever your entrepreneurship is in, There's another level of it coming through. So pay attention to those physical hits that you're getting, to the messages that come through for you, and paying attention that as we move into the Pisces, excuse me, the Pisces Virgo nodes, that you will experience a shift. And this also holds true for those who have their sun, moon, or ascending in the second house. Let's talk about the third house. Third house is about, again, that connection you have with your physical body and learning how to use your psychic abilities. Tapping in to your psychic abilities, becoming more consciously aware of your spiritual gifts, and really learning how to tap into them. You may also experience, should you have your nodes or sun, moon, or ascending in your third house, you may also experience some physical challenges with your body as your body is adapting to all the intuitive energy that you may very well be adapting into. Now, I do not say this to scare you. I bring this information to the table because I really want you to become more in the know and understanding that when we talk about Pisces Virgo energy in a whole, not just relating to the nodes, but in a whole, that energy is very potent, specifically Pisces energy, because Pisces, out of all the zodiac signs, is the most intuitive sign there is. And we all have Pisces energy in our chart. And depending on where Pisces is on your chart is going to be the determination factor to how much your body is going to provide information to you. And sometimes that information that shows up in your body may show up as physical pain because there's so much energy moving through you. So I want you to pay attention. And I speak from experience because I happen to have my sun, my North Node, and Venus all sitting in Pisces energy. So I'm very much aware of what this actually means and how this actually feels in the physical body. Remember, Virgo energy is about your physical body. Pisces energy is about your spiritual wisdom, your higher consciousness. So you have the spiritual components connecting with your physical body. They're blending together. And without Pisces and Virgo nodes coming together, that's what the next 18 months really is about, is that mental and physical components really coming together to help shape us to being the spiritual beings we are meant to be. So again, speaking on that third house energy, we are speaking about how you will be learning how to utilize your psychic gifts. For those of you who are just tuning in, I want to welcome you all here as I continue to move on. The topic for the night is about Pisces or Virgo Pisces node energy. I am looking at the North and South node energy. I'm also looking and speaking on, should you happen to have Pisces or Virgo, sun, moon, or ascending, know that this energy is applying to you as well. Know that you do have Pisces and Virgo on your chart. Somewhere on your chart, Pisces is associated with the 12th house. Virgo is associated with the 6th house. Pisces is also ruled by Neptune and Jupiter. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So when we're looking at these different placements, we're taking all those components and bringing them together. Reminding you that right now we do have a Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius energy. So many people right now may be experiencing some physical ascension symptoms going on because, again, it's our body's way of making that connection with this energy. The nodes do not actually move until January 11th. So we still do have a good what is it, 7 weeks, 6 weeks before the nodes start to move. Now, of course, if you're sensitive to energy, you may start noticing that shift happening as we move closer to December, like around December 11th, where you may start noticing the spiritual hits taking place. So I'm going to move into the fourth house energy. So right now, again, we're moving from one house to the next, and this is all based on the Pisces Virgo energy, specifically your nodes, and then looking at your sun, moon, and ascending in Pisces Virgo. So fourth house energy is about paying attention to protection. Paying attention to protecting. Protecting your physical body. What do I mean by protecting? Being that most of us are spiritual beings, most of us are sensitive, most of us are empaths. It's so important that we protect our energy field so we're not picking up on everyone's energy that we come in contact with, whether it's through a Zoom, through a phone call, through in-person activities, whatever it is. This is really important for those of you who carry Pisces or Virgo sitting in the fourth house. For those who have Virgo sitting in the fourth house, again, this is about your body. This is about being more consciously aware of how you're moving your body and being more consciously aware of how you're feeding your body, because that energy is going to be the very thing that's either going to enhance your psychic abilities or cause your psychic abilities to get a little cray-cray. And when we think about Pisces energy in the fourth house, that is home. I speak of the fourth house in 3 sections when I talk of the fourth house energy. It's your career, it's your family, it's your physical body. And when we speak about fourth house energy as a career, that can look like a psychic, that could look like a healer, that could look like an astrologer, that could look like a sound healer. Anything in the what we like to call the healing or psychic realm, that is the energy that's going to be highlighted for those of you who have Pisces or Virgo in the fourth house. Do you keep in mind that if you have any other planets in that fourth house placement, in addition to what we are speaking about right now, your nodes, sun, moon, ascending in that placement, then know that there's going to be other energies playing around. Now, like I said earlier, we have Saturn. We want to keep Saturn right here and pay attention that Saturn is restructuring your foundation. Saturn is restructuring your physical body. Saturn is restructuring your ability to reset your karmic cycle. That's that Saturn energy. And if you've been following me regularly, I've spoken about Saturn energy for quite some time. Saturn has started its journey in Pisces back March 7th of 2023. And with a very small window when Saturn moves into Aries for a short time and then backspins back into Pisces, the time frame that Saturn will spend in Pisces is right until February 17th of 2026. It's a rarity energy. And then playing in the Pisces North Node energy is really about how you are being restructured, because the North Node is who you are here to become. Now, if you've been following me since, 2020, maybe even 2019, you know that I have gone through a lot of restructuring, physically, emotionally, mentally, and of course, spiritually. Things have looked so different for me, and there's still more to come. There is still more to come, as I do have my North Node in my 9th house. So there's still more to come. All right, we're going to move into the 5th house energy. So those of you who do carry your nodes in your 5th house, whether it's your Pisces or Virgo, which is your South Node. If you have Sun, Moon, or Ascending in your 5th house, here we go. If you have Saturn in your 5th house, here we go. We already know that 5th house energy is about change. What's going to change here, interesting enough, based on that Virgo energy, is your taste buds and your sense of smell. That's what's going to change based on the physical body. Your taste buds and your smell. Now, in theory, I want to throw this into the field of conversation. For those who are midlife women, you may feel that your sense of smell and taste buds are changing based on other issues. However, I want to bring you back in and wheel you back in and say no. They're changing based on this energy of the node and Pisces and Virgo's energy. Because as an intuitive, as a sensitive being, your nose, sense of smell, and sense of taste are additions to the senses that become heightened as you activate your spiritual gifts. It's not just about hearing, it's not just about seeing, it's not just about knowing and feeling, it's also about sense of smell and sense of taste. So pay attention to that based on that Virgo energy. In addition, your dietary habits may also change. As you become more attuned to your psychic gifts, you may find that certain foods that you liked before, you may find yourself not liking them as much. Only because, again, as an intuitive, when you eat things that may not be of earth-natured foods, that may very well block your senses. So pay attention to if you start noticing your taste buds changing and that you're finding that you're looking to have more grounding foods, or you're looking to have more sweet food or grain food, whatever it may be, but your dietary habits will be altering in this situation. You may also be doing more cleanses. And what is a cleanse? A cleanse means that you are cleansing your body. You are looking to become more centered. One of the things about intuitives, psychics, whether it's psychic mediums or clairvoyants, is that we spend a lot of time in our head. So we're sort of floating. Ideally, we want to get our body back down to the earth so we can be more grounded, because the more grounded we are, the more we're able to really connect with spirit and take in that foundation. So cleansing your body just to clean it out. And if you are going to go through a cleanse, my suggestion would be to make sure you are working with a physician, someone who is qualifiable to walk you through a cleanse, whether it's a 7-day cleanse or a 30-day cleanse. My suggestion, and from my own experience, a 7-day cleanse is really not doing anything for you. A 30-day cleanse is where your body is actually going to go through that whole process of really cleaning things out. And do understand that if you are going on a cleanse and you're just doing it for dietary purposes only, hoping and wishing that that would be the thing that's going to get you to drop those extra pounds, that's not a reason to do a cleanse. A cleanse is really about purging what your body no longer needs so you can be more tuned to the energy. And then once you've done the cleanse, the person you're working with who's more knowledgeable is going to pace you and bring you slowly back into foods that's going to be more aligned for you. And do know that you may have waves of this process. It's not something that for the next 18 months that you're going to find yourself having this desire to change your dietary habits altogether. It may come into waves. So pay attention to that as well for those who do carry this energy in the 5th house. Yes, cleanses are very interesting, although many people go about cleansing incorrectly. There's a whole process behind cleansing, and I do highly recommend that when cleansing, you are actually working with somebody that is knowledgeable to cleansing. Otherwise, it could be very dangerous. Moving on, we're moving into the 6th house energy. We talk about 6th house energy. Well, let's talk about the fact that the 6th house, as we said earlier, is associated with Virgo. So yes, this is definitely going to be lighting up service in regards to how can you service the people you're here to service. Being in your psychic abilities, being able to set up your schedule, reorganize your schedule, that's that 6th house energy. Paying attention to The people you're looking to attract, your community, your collaborations. That's that sixth house energy. It's also about challenges you may experience in your physical body. I said this a little earlier, where again, we're back to the physical body. We're back to physical symptoms that may very well show up. And the physical symptoms are not going to be something that's going to be permanent. And they too may come into waves as well. Because again, it's just your body's way of just sort of getting back on track. And I do want to put this out there so you're aware, as a holistic integrated teacher and a certified and licensed holistic personal trainer, I always bring your body into the conversation, especially because we are speaking about the physical and the spiritual parts of our whole body part when it comes down to our zodiac signs, where again, Pisces is really the higher consciousness. Virgo is really about the earth. Virgo is embodying your physical body, making that connection with your physical body. And the best way to make a connection with your physical body is understanding when you are experiencing whatever symptoms that are occurring in your physical body. Sixth house is also about taking on the process of creating some sort of practice in reference to movement. Now, those of you who follow me regularly, by now you know what I'm going to say. Strength training, strength training, strength training. I'm not recommending that for my ladies over in midlife to embark in long bouts of cardio or long bouts of walking. Minimizing or eliminating altogether boot camps, high intensity exercise, HIIT programs. You want to eliminate that. Now, in contradiction to what I just said, should you want to bring in some sort of HIIT program, you could do that in a very small dosage of, let's say, a 1 to 2 minute HIIT program, maybe once a week, in regards to and in addition to your strength training program, just to get the impact in the activities that you are doing. Now, what you may be asking, why strength training progressive overload? Because again, for my women in midlife, strength training is going to actually help you protect your bones. As we get older, if we are not strength training, what happens is our bodies become brittle. We more likely, less than not, we find ourselves losing weight because we're losing muscle. We get thin and we get frail, and that creates a lot of hazard, because if we're getting thin and frail means we're not able to physically lift ourselves up out of a chair, get ourselves out of the bed, and lift ourselves off the toilet and out of the shower. And for that matter, not able to lift out groceries, not able to climb up a flight of stairs. The list goes on. So these are the important reasons that why, again, if you have your north node or south node in the sixth house, if you have sun, moon, or ascending in the sixth house, this is the reason why creating a soundproof exercise plan is so important. In addition to getting your nutrition on track. And this will set you up. Keep in mind that the nodes in Pisces and Virgo is only 18 months. But this is going to set you up for the rest of your life. We're going to move into the seventh house. So again, those of you who have seventh house energy with your nodes there, Pisces or Virgo. And remember, I'm speaking of Pisces and Virgo energy. If you have in your seventh house your node, whether it's in Aries or Sagittarius, the energy information is very different. And if that is you and you're interested in knowing how your north node is going to be affected by this, please reach out to me. Keep in mind that this energy, this information is about the nodes in Pisces and Virgo, and it's definitely about the sun, moon, and ascending in Pisces and Virgo. That's what this is all about. We all have, as I said earlier, we all have Pisces and Virgo on our chart, very much associated with the 6th and 12th house, and then also very much associated Virgo to Mercury, Pisces with Jupiter and Neptune. So seventh house energy. This is about taking on a new study. You may become more interested in learning about a healing modality. You're curious. You're discovering who you are on a soul level. So you may start attracting different methodologies to discover who you are, whatever that might be for you. You may be interested in learning about Reiki. You might be interested in learning about astrology. You might want to learn about sound healing. You may want to learn about essential oils. This is what that energy is about in the seventh house. It's also about taking time to learn how to balance your mind, your emotions, your body, and your spirit. So there'll be a lot of time where you're going to be in that space of quieting yourself down. This is also a perfect time in reference to connections and relationships. Looking for like-minded people that you can connect with. Also a high potent time for journaling. Journaling. Writing in a notebook. When I use the word journaling, this is not about going to your phone and typing stuff in. This is really about getting yourself a notebook, getting your pen and pen to paper, and journal. Whether you want to do 5 minutes of journaling or you want to do an hour of journaling, but journaling as often as you can, most days of the week, so you can discover who you are. That's that seventh house energy. During this seventh house energy, with your nodes there, sun, moon, or ascending sign, this is about bringing things into balance. So you may find that through the seventh house energy that a lot of the relationships, a lot of places, and a lot of things that you do are no longer aligned with you as you become more aligned with yourself. So pay attention to that. Remember, in 2025, it's a 9 energy year, so this is about decluttering. Decluttering out the things that you don't need so you can make space for what you do need. Moving into our 8th house energy. So when we talk about 8th house energy, 8th house is about the shadow work. 8th house is about transformations. 8th house is about other people's money. It's about inheritance. It's about lottery. This is a place where you may experience a structural shift. Transformations. Transformation, leading into a transformation. Something massive, because again, as you move more into who you are spiritually, you may find that where you're living may change. You may find that how you connect with your physical body may change. There's a massive transformation occurring where you have your north node, south node. If that either one of them are sitting in your 8th house, this is a massive, massive transformation occurring. Working through the darkness so you can find your light. So paying attention to that 8th house energy, it is about the karmic reset as well. It is about being patient with yourself as you're moving through this energy. And as usual, recognizing all the work that you've done. This is definitely a big review over the last 9 years of your life as well, so that transformation can happen. As we move into the 9th house energy, 9th house is higher consciousness. 9th house is very much associated with Sagittarius energy. And when we think about that Sagittarius energy, we think also about the process of expansion. This is about trusting faith. This is about surrendering everything that you once knew. Let it go. This is about learning how to follow your higher consciousness. This is about being led with your higher consciousness. This is about learning how to balance between the ego and your wisdom. Now, this ninth house placement plays a big role for me because, as I said earlier, this is where a big portion of my energy sits. My North Node is there, my Sun is there, and Venus is there. So three energies sitting in my ninth house. This is for me known as a stellium energy. This is a huge part to the work that I do for you in reference to being able to tap into my own physical body, to tap into my higher consciousness, to recognize the insight that shows up as I'm engaging with you and see how I'm here to articulate that information so I can send it right to you to help you be a better version of yourself. So the ninth house energy is about higher learning. The ninth house energy is about truth telling. Ninth house energy is definitely about things coming to an end. It's also about decluttering what you no longer need. So letting go of people, places, and things is that ninth house energy. Perfectly aligned again with the energy of 2025, which is that 9, reviewing the last 9 years of your life. Moving into our energy regarding the 10th house. So those of you who carry your North Node or South Node in your 10th house, right off the bat, understand that that's your career. That's your career. So if you have your North Node sitting in your 10th house, that is an ideal insight of knowing that you are here as a spiritual leader. You are here as a spiritual teacher. You are here as a evolving soul, here to deliver messages for others. Now, if you have your node Virgo in your 10th house, that is really about the connection you have with your physical body. So that could very well be about being that healer, that nurturer, the nurse, the educator in reference to how you show up in your physical body. Those who carry their nodes in their 10th house, the next 18 months is really about massive career change. So if you have been in a career that is not aligned with your body, that's not aligned with health, that's not aligned with healing, that's not aligned with your intuition and psychic abilities, get ready for a shift. Get ready for a shift. Because there's definitely some sort of change that's coming through. And with Saturn being in Pisces, and then back spinning back into Pisces after it's made its little turn into Aries for a short time, that's where the shift's going to happen. Your structure and your foundation are going to change. Again, I share this with you so you're in the know and understanding of what's to come. This is one of the reasons why I'm constantly saying if you understand your astrological chart, you can navigate through whatever is going on in your life. And 10th house energy, for those who carry your node there, whether it's your North or South node, know that there's big changes coming through. Big changes coming through. Career changes. Not in reference to your well, I'm not even going to say not in reference to your home, because your career change could definitely have you uplifting and moving. These are big changes that are coming in. It's going to be related to your career, though, that may very well have you uplift and move. All right, let's move on to our 11th house energy. 11th house, if you have North or South node there, or you have your Sun, Moon, or Ascending in Pisces or Virgo, this is about connecting, communicating, collaborating, spirit tribe. You are looking to connect with people that get you and understand you. You're looking to connect with people. You're looking to schedule time with people who understand you, with people who know you, with people who accept you for who you are. Please note that with the 11th house energy and your node being there, your Pisces or Virgo node being in the 11th house, know that Pluto in Aquarius is going to play a big role in that placement, because Aquarius is associated with the 11th house. Also, Uranus is going to play a big role in the 11th house, because Uranus is the ruler to the 11th house. So there's some big changes that's coming through, collectively speaking, community speaking, spirit tribe speaking, but there may also be some chaos that shows up in the process of getting things moving. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. All right, now we move into 12th house energy. Oh, and I do want to bring to your attention before I move into 12th house energy, when we talk about Uranus, because again, Uranus rules the 11th house, Uranus will also be making a transitional shift as well, and that will take place. Right now, Uranus is in Taurus energy. Uranus will stay in Taurus energy for most of the energy of the nodes, the Pisces and Virgo's nodes moving into Pisces and Virgo. And then at some point, Uranus will enter Gemini's energy. So with Uranus being in Taurus, that's about the relationships with your community. Once Uranus enters Gemini on July 7th, 2025, right, literally in a smack of when, again, we have Virgo and Pisces nodes sitting from March 7th. Just grabbing my notes. As of January 11th, January 11th through July 26th of 2026, halfway through, we will have Uranus entering Gemini, which is about communication. It's about traveling. It's about connections. It's about your schedule. I bring that into this because that's going to play a big role into that 11th house energy. Pay attention to that. Last but not least, our 12th house energy. 12th house energy is all about secrets showing up. It's about your imagination. It's about your dreams. It's about your psychic abilities. With your Pisces or Virgo nodes here, this is about living out your wildest dream. This is also very much about with your Virgo node there, whether it's south, if your Virgo node there, it is about the physical body. That how, again, as I said earlier, the ascensions that may show up in your physical body. Now, they'll come in waves, so it's not something you got to worry about. It's going to happen the entire 18 months. No. They'll come in waves. They'll come in waves because there's things that you're going to need to know, and you may not be paying attention to because you may be too focused on the 3D energy and not really tapping into your physical body. So your physical body is going to bring you back into your center, going within, so you become more aware of tapping into living out your wildest dreams. This is about learning how to let go of whatever secret you're holding. So if you are that secret psychic, reveal it. If you are that secret healer, reveal it. If you are that secret astrologer, reveal it. It's no longer time. It's no more time to sit in the closet and be that closet healer of any. This is your time to shine your light and live out your wildest dreams. And remember, the 12th house energy is very much associated with the Pisces energy. So that's going to be a double, it's going to be like a double twist of things, because if your node is in 12th house, secrets are going to come out, meaning that people will get to know who you really are. So if you have that psychic ability, which again, if you are a Pisces or you have that Virgo energy, we have the mix of the two. So this is a really powerful time for all of us. And remembering, I'm just going to recap on the energies here. When we talk about Pisces and Virgos node shifting, this is occurring on January 11th of 2025 through July 26th of 2026. 18 months. And in between that, we will have Saturn playing a role. Saturn will be playing a role. Right now, Saturn is moving forward. It's in Pisces. It's been in Pisces since March 7th of 2023. We'll move into Aries as of May 24 of 2025. Stay there for 3 months. and then backspin right back to Pisces in a retrograde, giving us time again to review our structures, our resets, our karmic cycles. And then we'll make its way back, forward again, where it will be moving forward in Pisces. Saturn will be in Pisces August 31st, 2025 through February 13th, 2026. And that will be the end of Saturn in Pisces. And then move forward into Aries. And stay there for the 18 months. So this is powerful. And as always, I would love for you to take a look at your chart, see where you have your nodes. What house is your nodes? Do you have Pisces, Virgo nodes? Do you have your sun, moon, or ascending in Pisces or Virgo? Pay attention. Take a look at your placements. Take a look at your 6th and 12th house placements. What's going on there? So I'm going to pull a card and end our day. See what we need to know for this energy. And if you are interested in learning more about your astrology chart, you want to get a reading, please reach out to me. If you want to take advantage of my astrological and numerology 12-week course that's coming in March, please reach out to me. You can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. If you are watching from Facebook, you can just send me a message. Those watching from YouTube, email me. I know I'm really excited with the nodes moving into Pisces and Virgo because, again, like I said, my North Node is in my 9th house. So there's big, big, big changes coming in for me. All right, the card we have, perfect card, focus. Focus. So whether you have your North or South Node in Pisces and Virgo, it doesn't matter. Know that the Pisces, Virgo, the nodes in Pisces and Virgo is going to definitely highlight where you have Pisces and Virgo on your chart. So whatever house you have Pisces and Virgo in, go back, listen to what I read to you, and see how that's going to play in those areas. So focus, focus, focus. Chakra here is the third eye. So this is about allowing your third eye to see beyond what's in front of you. And 13, that 1 is about a new way of looking at things. 3 is about a new way of communicating, recognizing that you do have a spirit team. And that 4 is all about bringing it all together. Bring it home. Bring it home. The Virgo energy is about connecting with your physical body. The Pisces energy is about connecting with your higher consciousness. Bring them home. Bring them home. If you need support in reference to healing your energy, clearing your energy, or aligning your energy, please reach out. Grab a Reiki chakra balance session with me so I can help you be more aligned to this powerful energy that's coming through. And you know that this is just some of the energy we will be experiencing. We have a whole lot more coming through. So that 4 energy is about balance. It's about your home, which means your career, your family, and your physical body. And there's so much more going on with other planets that are getting ready to do its transit as well. I thank you all so much for being here with me tonight. And those who are watching on the replay, I would love to hear from you again. My email and website is strolling across the bottom. Email is healingwithin76@gmail.com. You can go up and check out my website. That's holistic with a W, fitnessny.com. Many of my services are there. And if you need to reach out to me, just send me a message, email, however you wish to reach me. And for those of you who've been with me on Facebook, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I know that you could be doing something else, so I appreciate your energy and appreciate all you're doing and sharing. Until we meet again next time, have an amazing holiday. Those who are celebrating Thanksgiving, make it a safe one, a blessed one, and best up, eat up. Have a great time. Till we meet again on the other side. Bye-bye for now, everyone.